Let's go over Jeffrey's daily routine. He wakes up late and the first thing he does is that he grabs his phone and scrolls for the next hour. He doesn't go to the gym or start studying or working. He just scrolls and scrolls and scrolls. He eats an unhealthy breakfast of cereal which has got like 50 grams of sugar, and then he plays video games and he only takes breaks to fap. This is no way to live, Jeffrey. Adonis. Adonis doesn't have habits. Habits have Adonis. I'm tired of using that fucking reverse psychology bullshit, bro. Adonis doesn't go to the gym goes to Adonis. Adonis is a disciplined man, but he has found the secrets, the hacks to success. For most of my life, I did absolutely nothing productive. When I was like 14 or 15 years old, I would finish high school and walk as fast as I could back home so that I could play RuneScape, which is like an online video game. I would play for literally just 1 hour a day because that's all I was allowed to play. And then I would spend the rest of the day just thinking about RuneScape. I wouldn't study, I wouldn't do my homework, I wouldn't learn an instrument, I wouldn't play sports, I wouldn't go to the gym, I wouldn't even read, I wouldn't do anything. I would literally just think about playing video games. You can probably build up a picture of what kind of guy I was in your mind. And then it should make you so curious to wonder how overnight I became the guy who just started going to the gym consistently. I had done nothing productive, nothing disciplined before this, and overnight I got into weightlifting. How did I manage that at age 17? I'm going to teach you the 5 most important life hacks that will motivate you to actually do hard things and feel like doing them. And the single best, the single most powerful motivator is right at the end of this video, so make sure you stay around. You've probably experienced life without motivation to do the hard things. You know, like you don't want to, you don't feel like doing that hard thing that you need to do, and it makes you so neurotic and anxious. It makes you just feel like shit when you know that there's some like disciplined work that will give you the rewards of life that you want, and you just don't do them because you don't feel like them. And if you compare that kind of life to the life that you feel motivated to do the hard work, like imagine if you literally felt like studying. Imagine if you were that guy who liked studying, like you did it for fun. Imagine you were that guy who went to the gym for fun. It was literally fun for you. You actually wanted to go and do these productive things. Life would be amazing. And if you're already on self-improvement, you might be wondering, but Hamza, it's not motivation, it's discipline that people need. And yeah, discipline is incredibly important, but motivation is an extra treat that we'd like to have. Motivation is the feeling of wanting to do something, and discipline is the skill of doing that thing even if you don't feel like it. Discipline is what we need, but motivation is what we want. So let's go over the 5 hacks that will deeply motivate you. And number 1, make it easy. Put it in front of you. Do you want to know the single greatest way to drink more water? As long as your water is in your sight and it feels easy to get to, you'll find that you'll naturally just take it and start sipping it. The fastest life hack that you can implement is just to put the thing that you want to do in your face. You want to drink more water? Put the water bottle in front of you. You want to work on that particular document? Keep that document open on your PC. There was a study showing the proof of this life hack, and the study showed the effect of what was visible in people's kitchens. This is so interesting. People who had fruits and vegetables visible in their kitchen ended up losing weight seemingly automatically, whereas people who had unhealthy shit like cereal visible in their kitchen seemingly just seemed to gain weight. And why do you think that is? Because if that unhealthy food is just in your face every time you go into the kitchen, you're more likely to eat it. Life hack number 2 that will help your motivation is to use accountability and commitment. And I want you to answer this question about me. Why have I played no video games in the last 2 years? Because I have come onto the camera and spoken to you so heavily, so often about the negative consequences of playing video games. I must have made like 100 videos hating on video games, and so I have a level of like commitment to stand by what I've said, and now I feel like I just can't play them anymore, and that's a good thing. Use accountability and commitment to motivate you. Perhaps tell some of your friends like, yeah, junk food's so disgusting, I don't ever eat junk food, because then even the thought of eating some junk food is gonna make you feel like a sellout. Number 3, update your self-image with visualizations and affirmations. Close your eyes, really do this, really just close your eyes and just visualize the upgraded version of you who's doing the right things. See the version of you who's motivated to do the hard work. Update the belief that you have about yourself to already be in more of an advanced position. Stop seeing yourself as the guy who's trying to get consistent into the gym and start to see yourself as an athlete. Change the way that you see yourself, and this will be one of the fastest ways to make progress in your self-improvement. You're not the guy who's trying to get into meditation. You're the guy who meditates, who almost seems kind of weird to the normal people. Number 4, break it down. This is one of my favorite life hacks that will deeply motivate you. Stop thinking thinking of the entire big hurdle that you have to go through and start breaking down each and every insignificant part of the task. For example, if you don't feel motivated to go to the gym today, it's probably because you're visualizing the height of the discomfort, the worst part of the challenge, and you feel like you can't do that just yet. You don't feel motivated for that. Break it down, and instead of seeing this big beast of like, oh yeah, needing to go to the gym and it's so far away and it's so tiring, start to see just one task at a time. Don't motivate yourself for the big workout. Motivate yourself to just put on your earphones and listen to your gym music. Then motivate yourself to just put on your gym clothes. Then motivate yourself to just put on your gym shoes. Then motivate yourself to just fill up your water bottle. Then motivate yourself to just step outside the door. And then motivate yourself to get into the gym. Then motivate yourself to do the warm-up and the stretches. And by that time, you'll feel ready to hit that big weight. And finally, the fifth life hack to deeply motivate you more than any other life hack put together, more than anything else that you could think of that would increase your motivation. This is the secret. This is literally the only reason why I am here today at like a level of success with the physique that looks really nice, you know, the amount of muscle that I've built with this like channel which has almost hit 1 million subscribers. The only reason that I am here today, I'm going to teach you my secret strategy, is to relate whatever action you're about to do to getting pussy. And I know this is controversial as fuck because so many young guys are like, oh, I don't care about girls, I don't care about sex, bro. If you can relate, let's say going to the gym, and you just show it into your mind, okay, going to the gym equals getting pussy. Okay, being productive and studying equals eventually getting pussy. I know that this sounds very degenerate and you might not like agree with this and you might not want to get into casual sex, but the single greatest motivator that you have as a man is to absolutely fucking dominate women. Never forget this. I'm going to say this again, and you must take this seriously. You must utilize this. The single greatest motivator, the single greatest desire that you have is to absolutely dominate women. Now, the majority of weak men feel too timid with this, that they feel uncomfortable talking about this. Those kinds of guys will stay unsuccessful. But the guys that you see who are fucking killing it in life, I guarantee they are using their primal desire. They are using that animalistic desire of like reproduction to motivate them. So at the start of this video, I told you about my story of being like 15, 16 and just being unproductive. You want to know how overnight I was able to start going to the gym, a habit that I've continued from age 17 to 25 because something clicked in my mind and I saw going to the gym as building muscle and muscle getting me girls. I will say this one more time, the single greatest motivator that you will ever find in your entire life is your desire to fuck. And the majority of guys are too weak to like utilize this desire to motivate them. They're gonna stay unsuccessful. You don't need to talk about this. This is like on the contravention, like we're not supposed to like talk, we're supposed to be like little bitches, we're not supposed to be men. Don't talk about this. Don't tell this to your friends. Don't tell this to anyone. But just know whatever habit you want to get into, whatever like endeavor that you want to get into, you want to start going to the gym, you want to start studying, you want to start learning to code or whatever you want to do, just equate that in your own primal monkey brain as that action will eventually lead you to getting pussy. And I guarantee you will have the single greatest motivational spike of your entire fucking life. The amount of guys who don't want to listen to this advice, it sucks to be them. I will absolutely dominate. I will absolutely relentlessly crush those kinds of men as competition. The kinds of men who have got like, little YouTube channels and they're too scared to use this as motivation. I will crush them, and I have crushed them. If you're an athlete or you want to be an athlete and you want to get into a sport, utilizing this motivation will make you absolutely crush your competition. If you want to learn to code or you want to get into a certain career or you want to get into business, you will crush your competition if you see your business or career success as leading to you fucking more women. I know this is so controversial. I know that this is so like dark and everything, and it feels just uncomfortable to think about like another human being in this kind of way. This is the way of men. This dark, it's not even that dark, bro, but this desire inside of you has been throttled in the modern day and they don't want you to use it. I used it, and you can see where I am in life right now, and hopefully you can believe my story, bro. At age 17, 18, I was a fucking idiot. I was literally just eating junk food every day. Age 21, I was just smoking weed, and eventually I started seeing those bad habits, smoking weed and eating junk food, as the opposite. I started seeing smoking weed and eating junk food as actually taking more girls away from me. And I stopped doing them. Relate everything you want to do to your ability to fuck, and I guarantee you will never look back. But this is something to like just keep quiet because people will think that you're crazy for this. You want to see more videos like this where you see a guy in a bathrobe tell you, yeah, start thinking about fucking more women? That sounds kind of aggressive, bro. We do it in a nice way, bro. We do it in a nice way. Scroll down right now, click on the subscribe button, and also click on this video and watch it right now. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah!